Pollination and fertilization lead to seed formation. After fertilization occurs, each ovule develops into a seed. Each seed contains a tiny undeveloped plant called an embryo. The ovary surrounding the ovules develops into a fruit that contains one or more seeds. Can you name a fruit? Of course you can. Apples, oranges, grapes, strawberries, melons are all well-known fruits. But did you know that a green bean is the fruit of a green bean plant? A milkweed pod is the fruit of a milkweed plant. A fruit is a ripened ovary that contains angiosperm seeds. The fruit holds and protects the seeds like the ones inside this melon. Here is a hint for the next question about fruits. We don't always eat the fruit of a plant. Sometimes we eat other parts of the plant. When you eat lettuce, you're not eating the fruit of the plant, you are eating the leaves of the plant. When you eat a carrot, you are eating the root of the plant, not the fruit. Think about the produce section of a grocery store and try this question. Which of the following lists contains only true fruits? A. Apple, orange, cucumber. B. Apple, radish, spinach. C. Orange, tomato, potato. D. Onion, carrot, spinach. That's right. These are all ripened ovaries that contain angiosperm seeds. So technically, many of the foods we call vegetables are actually fruits. As long as the food is a ripened ovary that contains angiosperm seeds, it is a fruit. Tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, pumpkins, beans, peas, and eggplants are all fruits. In fact, a pistachio is a dry fruit that contains a seed, which is the part we can eat. The goal of flowering plant reproduction is, of course, to produce a new plant. A seed, like these pumpkin seeds, can eventually grow into a new plant. A seed is a structure that contains a plant embryo and a supply of food inside a protective covering. A seed cannot germinate and grow into a new plant unless it is dispersed by the fruit, so it can find the right growing conditions. These pumpkin seeds came from the inside of a pumpkin. I could plant these and try to grow a new pumpkin plant. In this case, I would be responsible for what is called seed dispersal. Seed dispersion happens when seeds from a fruit are scattered. Some seeds are dispersed by the wind. The winged fruits of maple trees carry their seeds away from the parent plant. Coconut fruits can float over great distances on the ocean. Fruits like grapes, strawberries, and raspberries are sweet and are eaten by animals. The seeds pass through the animal's digestive system and they are deposited in a new location. Has anyone ever told you that if you swallow a watermelon seed, a watermelon plant will grow in your stomach? Of course they're kidding. But if a watermelon seed finds the right conditions in good soil, it might grow into a new watermelon plant. Try this question. Which of the following plants uses wind for seed dispersion? A. Pumpkin plant. B. Coconut palm. C. Watermelon plant. D. Dandelion. That's right. When the dandelion flower turns from yellow to white, the wind can blow the seeds away. Now let's look at the whole process of making a new flowering plant from start to finish. We'll use a pumpkin plant as our example. First, pollination and fertilization occur in a pumpkin plant flower. The ovule within the flower's ovary contains a fertilized egg. The petals fall away and the flower's ovary becomes the fruit. The fertilized ovules become the seeds. Each seed contains a plant embryo. If a seed sprouts, it will become a new pumpkin plant. Here is a question for you. Which is in the correct order? A. Seed forms, seed sprouts, seed disperses. B. Seed disperses, seed forms, seed sprouts. C. Seed sprouts, seed disperses, seed forms. Or D. Seed forms, seed disperses, seed sprouts.
That's right. This is the correct order.
Let's suppose, for one brief scary moment, that all flowering plants cease to exist. What would Earth be like? Well, there would be no rainforests, and they produce a lot of the oxygen we need to breathe. Land all over Earth would be barren, and rivers would be choked with eroded soil. Nearly all the food we eat comes from flowering plants or animals that eat them, so our food supply would be cut off. Flowering plants supply wood and paper, and you already know how much we depend on those resources. Life without flowering plants would be no life at all. Now you know how important angiosperms are and how they reproduce. So the next time you enjoy the beauty of a flower or admire a giant pumpkin, you can remember that to a plant, these are very important steps in its life cycle.